2015 NHL Draft brought the thrill of a lifetime for a pair of OHL defensemen who faced each other in last season's league final. Stephen Desrocher of the Oshawa Generals and Travis Dermott of the Erie Otters heard their names called by their hometown favorites, the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Watching them growing up, I've always dreamed about playing with the Leafs and stuff, but coming up to the draft, I didn't think it was that realistic with some of the teams I was talking to, and Leafs not being one of the top teams I was talking to. And when they said my name, it was it was crazy. I mean, I looked over at my dad like in disbelief, but it was really cool hearing my name.
I wouldn't have had it any other way. Being from Toronto, that was one of the greatest days of my life. Being in Toronto with my family and with my friends when my name was called was a feeling that I'll cherish forever.
Only a month before the NHL Draft, Desrocher reached the pinnacle of junior hockey, helping the Oshawa Generals to bring home the 2015 Memorial Cup. A steady defender who helped the Gens to shut down Erie in the OHL final, Desrocher stepped up his offensive game in the playoffs and saved his best for overtime of Game 2 at the Memorial Cup.
It all happened so fast. It was all a blur, but I just know that Castles won the draw back to me, and I got around the first guy and just ripped it on net and hoped for the best, and it went in. And when it did, it was one of the greatest feelings that I've had when the boys hopped over the bench and we got the win.
Travis Dermott's first two OHL seasons coincided with a rebirth in Erie as the Otters reached back-to-back Western Conference Finals. This past spring, the Otters defeated the powerhouse Sioux Greyhounds before a rocking home crowd to claim their first Western title in 13 years.
I mean, it's amazing. A couple players I played with were absolutely unreal. The coaching each year was outstanding, and every guy on our team, including myself, learned a lot of stuff from everyone, teammates and coaches, and it was just great to have successful years like that and be able to look back on those seasons and be pretty proud of them.
Having caught the attention of the Toronto Maple Leafs with their OHL success, Dermott and Desrocher got their first taste of pro hockey, starting with an NHL rookie tournament in London, and then at the Leafs main camp under new head coach Mike Babcock.
My goals are to come here and learn as much as I can and take as much away from it as I can to become a better player. And when I'm back in Oshawa, use all the tools that I've got from here and develop my game and try and get myself to the next level as soon as possible.
I mean, just learn a lot. I mean, the guys here are a real big step up from everything, and just take everything in. I mean, the players teach me a lot, coaches teach me an outstanding amount, and just kind of getting used to everything, the different atmosphere at the pro level, and just trying to make my mark.
With the graduation of 3 overage defenders, Travis Dermott will be counted on more than ever on the Erie Blue Line this season. The outlook is much the same in Oshawa, where a dozen skaters have moved on from the Memorial Cup roster, leaving a huge leadership role for veteran generals like Stephen Desrocher.
Walking into the room, it's a whole new team in there. Not many returning guys, but we have a lot of good rookie players, and we're going to be a playoff team and go as far as we can. I think that we'll do well.
For Inside the O, I'm Chris Schooley.